Mercy back here again with another video. Now, I'm sure some of you have seen this floating around. Some celebrities, for example, right here, Giggs is just tweeting about it or Instagramming about it. I'm going to go through it, give you my viewpoint, just talk about it, to be honest, okay? But let's just read it, okay? Imagine at the age of 16, being sex trafficked by a pimp named Cutthroat. After days of being repeatedly drugged and raped by different men, you were purchased by a 43-year-old child predator who took you to his home to use you for sex. Okay, so obviously you can see the beginning of it is a negative thing. Okay, you end up finding enough courage to fight back and shoot and kill him. You're arrested as a result, tried and convicted as an adult. Okay, she's 16, she was tried as an adult and sentenced to life in prison. Okay, so because she was bought by a 43-year-old sex predator, a child, pedophile, everything. Okay, she took the courage, okay, to shoot him to free herself from this kind of bondage. She was tried as an adult. Cool. You're arrested as a result and tried and convicted as an adult and sentenced to life in prison. In prison, okay. This is the story of Cynthia Brown. She'll be eligible for parole when she is 69 years old. So something that she did when she was 16, she will only be ready for parole, okay, when she's 69 years old. Okay, well, let's continue. Sorry, here, okay. Now this is just a little seven things about it, okay. 13 years ago, Brown was in prison for killing a man she was sold to as a 16-year-old child sex slave, okay. So because she took the courage to shoot the man who bought her as a slave, okay, and used her for sex trafficking, all this kind of thing, she's only eligible for parole when she's 69 years. So her life, the youth of her life has been sucked away, basically, okay. In 2004, Johnny Mitchell Allen took Brown home to use her for sex. Okay, they drove to his home, went into his bed, and soon after, Brown shot him in the back of the head as he lay naked beside her. So obviously, oh God. Okay, and then it says she was sentenced to life imprisonment at the Tennessee Prison for Women. On social media and in her hometown, there's been a rallying cry to get Brown out of jail by presenting her case to the governor and the parole board. Now 28 years old, Brown has completed her associate's degree and is working on her master's. Now, I guess through all these bad things, something came of it, okay? Of course, you'd rather get your degree or whatever outside in the free world with everyone else rather than getting in prison, but at least she saw this is happening to her and she turned the situation around. Now she's getting some kind of education, she's learning. That's good. I mean, although the situation is mad, it's disgusting, but at least something came out of it, you know. Now 28 years old. I mean, how's she gonna... Oh, God. This... Okay. Now 28 years old, Brown has completed her associate's degree and is working on her master's. Brown will be eligible for parole at age 67, despite having been abused and raped repeatedly as a victim of sex trafficking. And then, yeah, celebrities are showing their support. And now this is what the little story... She was sentenced to life in prison at the Tennessee Prison for Women with a chance of parole at age 67, despite being abused and raped. That's not what it makes it. Repeatedly as a victim of sex trafficking. So look, let's just talk about it a little bit. Look, this is America happened how many years ago? 13 years ago, okay? This is madness, okay? It just shows how wired and disgusting now look, many things can come into this. You can say sexism, that, you know, it's because she's a woman and women are looked down upon, women are put down, women did this, okay? You also could look at race, okay? Now imagine this was no offense, okay, but it could be like that. I mean, there's so many things that could come into play of it, okay? Number one, I said that she's a woman and people just look down on women, okay? Number two, in for some reason in society or even in the world today, when it comes to sexual things and being sexual predators, this and that, is always the predator that is more protected than the prey, if you know what I mean. So let's say someone is raped, then the ordeal they put them through. What did you wear? Where did you go? How short was your skirt? Did you drink alcohol? So the pressure is back on the prey. When really the pressure should be on the predator, it's on the prey. So therefore people call it double rape, okay? Yes, they're raped physically, but then after through the questions, it's like being raped again. They have to go through the story again because they're never fully believed, okay? They always say the predator's side. They say, what did you wear? What did you drink? Did you speak to him a certain way? How short was your dress? What is the sexual history? You can ask, what's your sexual history? How many men have you slept with? So they really prey on the person, and that's an example, okay? Another thing is race. Fam, let me tell you this, okay? If this is a 16-year-old girl called flipping Shirley, and she's white, blue eyes, pigtails, blonde hair. Let me tell you something. Nothing will happen. It's not her fault. That's sort of thing she could have done. She's a brave little madam. But then because it's a 16-year-old and she's not white. Let's be real, she's not white. She's not white. She's black. I don't know if she's black, but she's black. But like, I'm sure if this was a white girl called Shirley from Pigtails and then a black guy kidnapped her, a black guy called Tyrone, then it'd be different. It'll be totally different. Then they'll say, oh yeah, she needed to do that. It's for her own protection. She was sex trafficked. She was abused. This, that. Or let's say the white girl even so went to prison. It won't be. She'll be eligible for parole when she's 67, 69 years old. They'll probably keep her in rehabilitation for like 5-6 years and then reintegrate her into society. But obviously, because it's like this, she's black. She's a woman. She's from this kind of background. Oh God. But yeah, I just want to talk about. Put your comments in the section down below. What do you think? Do you think that is the failure of the American justice system? Do you think it's racist? Do you think it's sexist? Do you think I don't know, man. But seeing things like this, I know it happened 13 years ago, but seeing things like this almost make you think that wow, you know what I mean? Like, these are things that you hear in like fairy tales. How can someone be attacked that much and then when they want to free themselves, they get in prison? And now that guy's life is gone, who she shot, okay? But now basically her life is gone. Unless they revert the decision. 67 or 69. Fam, when you're 67 or 69, what are you doing then? Like, that's possibly your youth has gone. But I liked how she didn't just look at it in a bad way that my life is over. She said, you know what, I'm here, let me get my degree. She's working on a master's degree. There's people outside that's living in society today as normal because I've been touching a master's degree. You know what I mean? So it's good. It's crazy, but I get unless she made best of her situation, and God bless her for that. Anyway, put your comments in the section down below. Mess back here, another video. Peace, love, and yeah.